Hello, hello, hello. Hello, and happy May 22nd. I always like the 22nd. It's a good day, has good energy. That 22 is a master builder number, and it is the number of cooperation, of unity, and of balance. So I did a live stream in my group yesterday, and I didn't want to do it here on my business page. And I thought I should tell you guys, if you are watching this and you're like, what group is she talking about? I have a Facebook community that is free to join, with like-minded people who are empath sensitives and those on the spiritual path looking to grow. So if you're not part of my community, you are welcome to join. Just go to Facebook, and I'm going to type it in the chat. www.facebook.com/groups/burning gold. And you can join. So I'm going to pin that to the top of the comments there for you guys. Hello, hello. Hello, Kim. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Beverly. I'm glad that you got to catch me live. I'm glad that I am alive. I'm glad to see all of you. Hi, Janet. Nice to see you too. So anyways, I did a live stream in there about manifesting, and I didn't want to do it out here on my business page. So if you are in my group, you can go watch that video. I did that one yesterday. And it gives good tips on really how to manifest, how to shift your energy, how to rescript, and how to do what I teach in my Charm Life class, flip the script. And for those of you who have done Soul Fast, you've done my empath class, and you're ready, like you're really ready to shift into something completely new and create a charmed life, create a magical life, get into alignment, stay in alignment, get into the flow of the universe by working with universal law and getting that help and that coaching through your life for an entire year, go check out Charmed Life. Just go to my website, bernadettegold.com, click on Charmed Life, and get in there with us. We are just now taking on a whole new round. You get to be with me for a year of live weekly coaching and learn all kinds of stuff that is relevant to the energy, relevant to your life, and you get one-on-one help with me, with a group of super positive, really committed souls to their own path. And Charm Life is amazing. You will grow astronomically, and I'm committed to your growth. So go check out Charm Life. If you've done Soul Fast already, that's like the beginning work for Charm Life. That's kind of the ongoing ego work that we do. But if you really want to kick through some of your old stuff and learn how to be magical, man, Charm Life. So I'm thinking about doing it when you're settled. I hope you do it. You will naturally, one of the side effects that people have from joining Charm Life is that their intuitive gifts open up. And if you have intuitive gifts, they actually get stronger, more clarified, and they become a daily part of your life. But that your gifts do actually strengthen and activate just by doing the work that we do in Charm Life. So I hope to see some of you join. There is you pay one time, or you can do it on a monthly payment. I've split it and made it available to you, whatever way you decide to take part in it. But I want to see you guys in there because I want to see you shift and change. But today I want to talk to you about embracing change, embrace the unknown, because that is this time that we are in, which is why I did that live stream yesterday where I shared my own manifestation breakthrough yesterday, and the day turned around and turned out pretty amazing. When at the beginning of the day, I was feeling a little shaky and my ego was all kinds of loud, like many of you. Hey, Janine. So today I really just want to help you guys put into focus this time that we're in. While the energy has been very challenging and growth inspiring, right? It's been this time of massive growth, massive transformation, a whole lot of confusion, and emotions kind of up and down on a roller coaster, right? Nothing has been solid. Everything seems to be changing. Who we are is coming into question. And a lot of you are sitting in a place of going, there's something happening in my life. I don't know what to do with it. So it is about leaving behind the old right now as we finish up the month of May, now that we're in the season of Gemini. Hopefully, as we get into June, things will clarify. And I do believe astrologically the planets will support that. But as we finish the rest of this month, there is some intensity coming as we move towards the end of the month. And it is going to take you just being in this place where you embrace change, where you are willing and able and committed to your own personal transformation. All right. So many times we say, I'm ready for change. I want change. But then we aren't committed to doing the work that's necessary to allow that change to happen. We actually shut that change down. The ground feels like it's shifting underneath. It's interesting that you say that, Miss Beverly. And I've been getting up in the middle of the night at strange hours. And Julie O'Brien, who's one of my friends, every now and then we'll message each other, and because our time zones are so different. She's in Australia. And I believe it was yesterday morning. It might have been this morning. I don't know, because it was in the wee hours. There was an earthquake in Washington. And then, like, if you look at the Ring of Fire, there's been different earthquakes. So the ground is actually moving too. We have the earth shifting right now. The plates, the tectonic plates are shifting. So astrologically, from a planetarily, we have shifting happening as well. The planet Earth is shifting. We as individuals are shifting. Humanity is changing. We have to take this time of change on and not stay in this state of paralyzed fear and anxiety and uncertainty or confusion. We actually have to embrace it, and we have to go headlong into that place of change and be okay with it and be willing to let the old go. Let your old thoughts go. Let your old bad habits go. I mean, no joke. This month has been about letting go of the old, letting go of that which doesn't serve you, leaving behind old relationships, which also means that a lot of relationships have gotten a little tumultuous this month. People are not getting along. Some people have had their relationships end, and some are just realizing this is not going to work for either one of us. The best way to part a relationship, even as that starts to change form, is to do it mindfully, to do it intentionally, to do it peacefully, and to do it with compassion and love. You don't have to end a relationship biting each other's heads off and hurting each other. You can walk away and know it's not working from a standpoint of love. And I hope, whether that's a partnership, a work deal, a friendship, a family member, that if any of you are having to say goodbye, that you will actually do it that way, because that is kind of what's required of us right now if we want to stay in a place of being in our highest self. So the other part of this is, how do you deal with all this change energy? How do you deal with everything shifting under your feet? How do you deal with the landscape of humanity changing and the energies being somewhat conflicted? You set your intention, you be committed to your intention, and you be committed to taking action, even if you don't know with certainty where that action is going to lead. One step at a time. What's the next logical step for you? Take a practical step. That's what I talked about in yesterday's video. Sometimes we just have to take some action. And that action may not be in, sort of reaching our goals with the big picture, but taking an action is better than sitting still. Taking an action will get you out of a place of complacency, will get you out of a place of being stuck in a rut. Flexibility in all areas. Trust that I'm okay throughout. Absolutely. And that's the other part of this equation right now, is to really be in a place of trusting the universe. Trust. Hi, Julie. I was just talking about you. I mentioned your name. Yeah. So for any of you who don't know, Julie O'Brien, who just joined our live stream, my dear friend and sister from Australia, is Luminary Wisdom here on Facebook, and she's got some great content that she's been putting out, and she's in our Burning Gold as well. So look her up and follow her page, Luminary Wisdom. And, you know, you may come across some wisdom that works for you from her too. I love helping and promoting and spreading the word on people who are doing good work. And Julie has amazing stuff that's coming out of her. She's getting downloads like from all kinds of places. And she's more of a galactic kind of starseed soul that is here to help those who are light workers and who have a resonance towards her. And she's super empowering, and she's really good with NLP and getting people through their traumas. Her and I do very similar work, but our backgrounds are different from where we come from. And, you know, she's someone I would definitely refer people to if I feel like they're more of a fit with her than they are with me. And because I don't believe that there's any lack, and I believe that there's enough for all of us, you know, we have some clients that we share already. So I think it's good when we can offer that to one another too. And I can offer you guys a choice that, hey, here's this woman who's really intuitive and very, very solid when it comes to working people through stuff that you can work with too. If I'm either unavailable or you just don't want to work with me, you know, you want something new or you want someone new, then there's Julie. So there's an option for you. Anyways, so back to the trust thing. We are here in a place right now where it feels a little like for you to have to trust in the unseen, in the unknown, in the midst of chaos and confusion and change, right? Like there's this place of like, what? I have to trust in the fact that I'm taking a step forward and I don't feel like I have solid ground underneath me and I don't know if the universe is going to catch me. Yes, you have to take a step and you have to trust and you have to hold your intentions super strong and know that the universe is leading you to exactly where you want to be. Well, you're welcome, darling. Okay. All right. So for those of you who have battled back and forth with your ego this month, in fact, the last 3 months, the whole year, let's be honest, right? We've been in this transformative change time that's heightened with sensitivity because we're in the year of the empath, the year of the sensitive. Like there's all of this stuff that wants to be birthed right now. And it's like, I don't know where I'm going next. And I feel like something new wants to be birthed. Well, that new is not going to be delivered to you in all of its glory in one fell swoop. It's one step and one piece of information at a time. And when it's universal stuff, when it's stuff led by spirit delivers things in threads, right? You don't get the whole tapestry. You get one thread at a time, and you have to take action on each thread and braid them together and weave the tapestry, co-creating with the universe in harmony with the entire universe. But it's one or two threads at a time. The universe goes, look, here's a thread, pull it. Hold on to that one. Now take a step over here and pull this thread. And before you know it, you've got an entire new life in front of you that you've woven, right? You're not the victim of, you're not just blown about by wherever, whatever. You've actually woven that tapestry in concert and union with the universe. That is what's happening right now. The universe is going, how do you want your life to look? Who do you want to be? And you're sitting there going, just tell me, who am I supposed to be? You already know who you are. You've just forgotten, and it's at the depths. The wisdom of that is in the depths of your heart, in the depths of your soul. It can be reached by overcoming your ego. It can be reached by getting quiet. And it can be reached by just trusting that each little thing that you're going through and learning and growing through is teaching you something as you then get another thread, right? Each event, each person, each experience, each heartbreak, each challenge, each overcoming victory we get to experience is another one of those threads, right? Yes. Do you feel it, Beverly, that you are in fact weaving that tapestry? You're doing it. I'm doing it. So you have your own tapestry that you are weaving right now. You're braiding it together. You have yours and I have mine. And here's the deal. While each one of us is working on our little tapestry called our lives, in concert with the whole, all of humanity is also weaving each tapestry together so that your tapestry is now connected to my tapestry, is connected across the pond to Julie's tapestry. All of our tapestries are being woven together at the same time. This is a time of union. You may not understand half of what's going on in your life right now. You may not understand your dreams. You may not understand a lot of the challenges or the uncertainty. What you're being asked to do is just hold that thread and weave it together with all the rest of what has come before. What have you already been through? That is the finished part of your tapestry, and now you're adding to it. And now you're beginning to see this pattern emerge that's beautiful, and it's sacred, and it's full of love and excitement. But it's like, okay, here I am, and I've got these couple threads. What do I do next? What do? You deal with those threads, and you deal with the next one, and you expect the universe to keep feeding you one little tiny thread at a time. And if you get a bunch at once and you're like, I can't handle it, believe me when I say the universe, God, source energy is not going to give you more than you can handle. You can handle a whole hell of a lot more than that. Maybe you don't want to handle it, but that's very different than can you handle it? You can absolutely handle it. It's just a matter of taking one step at a time right now. And that's where we are. We're in this place of being a powerful creator and co-creator with the universe and each other, right? Don't underestimate the connections of the people you make online either, because right now, this whole internet and social media and connection with others in a way where we can communicate instantaneously across the globe is an amazing tool. And there's someone over in Australia or England or the Netherlands or Germany or China or Japan, like they have this missing piece that you need, this missing color for your tapestry. And when you connect with them, just even online, it adds this whole other color to complete the weaving of your own personal tapestry. Does that make sense? So everything is happening for a purpose. Everything is ordered. There is no chaos. We think chaos when we don't understand. Well, you don't have to understand. If you can feel that something's changing, you don't even need to know what it is that's changing. Just be okay with it changing. Embrace that feeling of uncertainty. Embrace that feeling of change. Trust that the universe has you covered. Trust that you already know what you need to know, and you know that you are being led exactly to where you're meant to be, right? And get out of your flipping head. Stop trying to analyze everything and get back to living in your heart. Live in your body. Feel your body. One of the things that has been so great about me cleaning up my diet this month and doing a juice fast and doing plant-based eating, aside from the fact that it's making me feel incredibly healthy, when I was in the about day 6-7 of my juice fast, it was amazing how present I was in my body. How suddenly I could actually feel my body. Not because I was full either. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you eat a meal, you get full, you feel your body. You're like, it doesn't feel good. It's like overate and it feels horrible. I felt my body from the standpoint of just, I could feel pains. I could feel where my circulation needed to improve. I could feel when I breathed, like where my breath was being held and where it was going. I was so much more present than when I was just unconsciously eating and doing whatever I was doing, which was not necessarily in my highest good. It's nice to be back in my body, to be able to feel my body and check in with my body, which is what I was doing on day 9 when I had to break the fast and eat a salad and some beans to get a big protein infusion. And that's that place of, you know what your body needs right now, right? And it wasn't that, oh my God, I'm starving, because I wasn't even hungry. It was that place of your body needs something right now. Your brain is foggy. It shouldn't be. You're on day 9. If all of us had that sort of awareness of what our body needs, we would treat our bodies better. This vehicle, this sacred vehicle that is carrying you through life, and this thing that should be actually a living prayer. Your body should be a living prayer, and you should treat it as if it is sort of, how the Bible put it, the footstool of God. The body, the physical vehicle, it's the footstool of God. It literally is that thing, that your temple, that you are presenting to the world as God, as an individuation of God. So of course we want to feel, of course we want to be present, of course we want to take care of it. Do we always? No. Am I perfect at it? Hell no. I'm horrible at it sometimes. Getting better. And certainly the month of May has all been about detoxing it and getting rid of bad stuff. And I was so proud of myself. I went to Trader Joe's today with Bella because I'm going to teach her how to eat plant-based and healthy. Got a whole bunch of recipes downloaded. And of course, there was my black natural licorice at Trader Joe's, a whole package on sale. And I was like, part of my fast was to break my sugar addiction. So I bypassed it and did not get it. Super proud of myself. I did get some pineapple though, fresh pineapple. So but to be able to look at that and go, the body doesn't want it. My mind, my habits definitely wanted the black licorice, but my body didn't want it, doesn't want it anymore. And it's good to have broken those habits, which is why I did the fast, the reboot. I did a reboot to get rid of old habits, get rid of meat, get rid of dairy, get rid of all cravings with bread, because I love that, and cheese and sugar and but I don't feel bad. Like I don't feel like I'm missing anything, So it's just, you guys do it your way. I'm going to do it my way, and I'm not judging anyone for whatever you're doing. Like, you can do it any way you want. Me, honestly, I feel like with all of these energetic downloads and the ascension energy and this like one wave after another of solar flares and the Schumann waves heighten and peaking, that I've got to be in like rare form, in my physical body that I've not been in, and fully present in order to hold these energies and use them in such a way that I can transcend a lot of this third dimensional crap, right? So anyways, that's good, Janet. That makes me happy. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope that you have a good week. I'm putting it out there to all of you to do whatever you're led to do to get your next step, to take that next thread and do something with it. How are you going to weave it? How are you going to create your tapestry? What is it looking? Because it's not just the universe is doing it, and handing you threads. That's not what this is. This is about you creating something. You have it in your mind, and the universe goes, you want that? This is how it's going to look with your tapestry. This is the next thread to add. This is the next one. Then we're going to braid them together, and you've completed this part of your tapestry. That's what you're doing. You're co-creating it with the universe. I'm co-creating mine. Right? And then collectively, we're all co-creating the reality that's out there, the tapestry of the reality that we see play out there. So if we don't like it, then we need to look at, what did I just create? Is it a work of art, or do I want to burn it and start over? And you're allowed to do that too. You can start over at any time and destroy and uncreate that which you don't want, that isn't in your, it doesn't suit who you are anymore, because you've changed, because you've grown. That's the time we're in. It's a powerful time to create, a powerful time to step into the unknown, a powerful time to trust the universe and to trust your higher self, that you actually do know what the hell you're doing. Maybe consciously, mentally, you don't understand it, but unconsciously and from your higher self perspective, you do actually understand it. And you know exactly where you're going. Feel into it, right? Even if it feels muddy and murky and scary, feel into it and then lean into it and stand in your power. Stand in it. Don't let anyone knock you off. All right. Get the help that you need to in whatever way you need it, whether you want to work with me or someone like me or Julie or someone like her. Find what works for you, but ask for help if you need it. Don't be ashamed for needing it. We can't do this walk on our own. We can't do this by ourselves. We need the cooperation and input from others. We need other people to stand objectively on the outside of our lives and go, I know you can't see that thing over there because you've got an ego blind spot, but it's there and you should probably address it, because if you do, it unshackles you, it liberates you. And even if it's something you don't want to hear, you should listen to it, address it, and then you'll be free from it, right? All right. So have a good day. I will see you guys later. Those of you in Patreon Silver and Gold around 6 o'clock. So in 2 hours, I'm going to do our live weekly forecast. Let us pray and set the intention that it will be a better forecast than the energy of last week. I mean, last week was accurate. Whether or not we liked that, that the energy was so intense, but let's see what next week has in store. If you are not a patron, and all the patron is and Patreon is a place where you can, agree to donate monthly, either $15 a month or $35 a month, and you get some extra content and a private Facebook group from me. You get weekly updates. You get to learn from me in our groups. If you go on to Bernadette Gold and just click on the videos and blog, it will take you directly to Patreon, or just go to patreon.com/Bernadette Gold and become a patron. And then you will too will get the weekly reports. I only do a monthly here on my page. So if we could do it alone, we'd be the only one on this planet. I know, we'd all just have like lily pads that never touched, like our own personal islands. And that's not what we have. We have to cooperate and we have to get along. So, yeah. I'll talk to you guys later.